Today, guys, I'm going to show you how to transplant a plant into a pot. So first, you're going to start off by examining your plant. This is a tomato plant, and I'm just examining it, taking a look at it, make sure it looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and take off those suckers right here because we're not going to need those. And suckers are basically always the little stems, branches that like to start in the corners. And basically you want it just to give it the attention to the main branch and the big branches right here, because you want to make sure all the nutrients is going to the important parts so you can get those flowers that you see right here. So first, you're going to start off with a pot, preferably a pot that has holes in it. I put the holes in myself. And then you're going to add your soil, whichever soil that you have. I have organic garden soil that I got from Lowe's, and it works pretty good. Then we're going to add my compost towards the end because I didn't already separate it from the worms. Go ahead and dump this. Alright, so once you get all your soil in your pot, you want to just start mixing it a little bit to make sure it's not sticking, because you can see this one is very moist. I don't even know why it's this moist. I haven't even added water yet. And then what you want to do is kind of go in and measure. So you're going to kind of make a fist in the center of your pot, and you want to set your transplant right in the middle, and you want to make sure it kind of fits, because you don't want it to be too small, and then also too you want some of the soil to come on top. So I'm making it a little bit deeper, and then boom, that's pretty decent. And also a trick I like to do is to not water them maybe a day or two before I transplant, because I don't want it breaking up. Some people may want it to break up, but I prefer not to. And this is the root system. It has a pretty strong root system. I'm not going to leave this because I know what it is. It's very obvious it's going to be a tomato plant. Put that into the middle right here, and then you're just going to, and I'm just kind of lightly pushing it down, and then I'm going to get rid of those small branches. Get rid of them other small branches. Now it's up to you. Some people will go ahead and take both of these off. It's really up to you if you think you're going to have like a lot of bugs coming into your plant, especially if you're doing this in the yard. If you're doing this in the yard, I would take both of these off. If you're doing it in the pot, you most likely will be fine. Just keep an eye on your plants to make sure no bugs is crawling up them. And then boom, boom, boom. And there you have it. You can transplant your first plant. Alright guys, this is my lazy way of getting a little bit of compost because I don't have time to really go through and separate them. So I'm just going to grab a little bit off the top, because usually the worms are almost always going to be at the bottom. And even me doing this, they're going to go to the bottom of this. So I'm just going to take a little bit, and I'm just going to shift it. Let's see if I can find one. I'm not going to find one. Oh, there's one right there. There go one right there, y'all. So what I'm going to do is just take my compost. Usually I put this at the base of my transplant so I can get those nutrients right under the roots, but I didn't have time for all that today, y'all. So I'm just making sure I still get it in there so it has some fresh nutrients. Of course, compost is good because the worms are eating your greens, it's eating your vegetables, it's eating eggshells, banana peels, all that great stuff to give nutrients to your plants. And if you guys don't already know, the soil we get from the store is not as great as what it used to be back in the day, okay? So a lot of times if you feel like you're eating all the right stuff but you're still not getting those vitamins like you should, it's because they're not growing in the best soil in the first place. So it's imperative, if you can, get you some fertilizer or start your own compost. And that's it. And I'm gonna water this, and this will be ready to go.